Hello, boys and girls. Hello, students. Hello, families. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Get really, really comfortable. We have an exciting story for you and you and you and you. I'm UNF's First Lady, Maria Szymanski. Great seeing you again. Today, I have a very, very special story. It's about a word that you've heard of from the time you were very, very little. You heard your families, your friends say, be kind, be kind. And you know what that means. It means be nice. Be nice to yourself and everyone around you. So today, I have a special story. And the title is Kindness Rules, Kindness Rules, Kindness Rules. And my main character is an elephant. And boys and girls, look what's around him. He has a heart. And the heart means love everybody around you. He has magical pants on. Look at those stars and stripes, all those pretty, pretty colors. Those are his magical pants. But also, he has his superhero. I want to show you my superhero cape. I try to match him. I try to match him for you. All right, I have to stand up and twirl around. Come on, Miss Szymanski, get up. All right, so I don't know if you can see it, but it has a big, big cape. I'm going to be like a superhero today. I have my cape on. I have my cape on. All right? And there's a magic word. You're probably saying, Miss Szymanski, what are you wearing today? What's that word on your shirt? It's for you, boys and girls. The word says, see if you can read it first. L-O-V-E. L-O-V-E. What do you think it says? Oh, I heard everybody. Everybody was saying it out loud at the same time. It's love. It's love. Love and kindness go together. Love and kindness go together. So we can't say kind without saying love. We can't say love without saying kind. So now I want to introduce you to my character. You want me to get him? Okay, I'll get him. Here he is. He's an elephant, just like the one in the book. And his name is Magic Manners. And he's going to help me read the story today so we can make it exciting. Hi, boys and girls. I'm Magic Manners. I'm Magic Manners. I'm glad you're here today. That means you love me, and I love you back. Also, boys and girls, Magical Manners wears his respectables. He respects everybody. So to show respect, he puts on his respectables. Instead of spectacles, we'll say his respectables. He has them on because he wants to look through glasses that show respect, that show respect. What a good job, Magic Manners. Thank you for telling the children all about respect. Thank you. You're welcome, Ms. Szymanski. Okay, so I'm gonna take these off a little bit so he can rest, okay? And he can watch us. Here we go. Let me get our book. Come along to this journey. The author, boys and girls, is Eunice Mole. They're sisters. And Sabrina Mole. They are two sisters that love to write books about love and kindness. Are authors. They wrote the book. So let's get started. When you're feeling, look at these pictures first. Keep looking and see what you notice. When you're feeling crabby sometimes, or sad, or have lost your way, you see how sad that the two characters are? Then Magic Manners, he saves the day. Look how he does it. He does it by wearing his respectables, remember? And he says, it's magic. And he respects everyone. Then all of a sudden, look at this picture. Do you recognize the unicorn? I'm sure you recognize the unicorn. And the unicorn comes in, and the unicorn says, don't forget, good manners are magical. Good manners are magical. That's right, boys and girls, say it with me. Good manners are magical. Way to go. Oh, you made the unicorn so happy. Thank you, boys and girls. Now, don't forget, he said, cape of kindness. Cape of kindness. And of course, he has his positive pants on. He doesn't go anywhere with all those positive pants. He has good thoughts and good feelings. Now, when you meet somebody new or when you meet somebody old, always say, hello. Hello. Oh, that's important for us to know, to say hello. And the other person can say, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh, that is very important. You see in the first page, they weren't even looking at each other. They weren't even saying hello. The ostrich has his head in the sand, and the elephant's looking the other way. That's not the way to meet people. But when you get to this page, look how it changes. They both have good eye contact. They're looking at each other, and they're saying hello. And guess what? When you introduce yourself, say your name. Okay, I'm going to introduce myself right now. I'm going to say, hi, boys and girls, I'm Mrs. Szymanski. So I said my name, and then I had a smile. So when you introduce yourself to me, you're going to say, hi, Mrs. Szymanski. I am Sue. I am Julie. I'm Bob. I'm Blake. Say your name, okay? Say your name. And don't forget, good eye contact. Look at the person. Look at them when you are getting introduced. Don't look away. They want to find things about you. You're special. Okay. When a friend asks to play with your favorite toy, look at this. When a friend asks to play with your favorite toy, magic takes turns and shares with joy. Look at this picture. What happened is, the rabbit's over there, he wants to play with Elephant's little wind-up toy. But he didn't ask. He forgot to ask. So, don't forget to ask. He says, and the elephant says, after he heard him the second time, the elephant says, when my turn is over, you may have a turn. Isn't that nice? That's so kind to say to somebody, when my turn is over, you can have yours. Yeah, it's fair sharing, taking equal turns. We learned that in school. I used to teach kids in school, and everybody had to take turns. They had to be patient and kind and take turns. Now, the next part is, when asking for a want or a need, magic remembers to say, let's see, think about what you think he needs to say. See if you can see that word. Try to read it. P-L-E-A-S-C. Again, P-L-E-A-S-C. What's the magic word, everybody? Okay, wait a minute. He's going to ask you the question. What's the magic word? P-L-E-S-E. Okay, say it. Whoa! Everybody yelled it. I think they all know that magic word. Please. Thank you, boys and girls. Thank you for saying the magic word. Please. Oh, I don't think they're going to forget that. I don't either. Oh, that's great. We did a good job with that. All right. Now, when you get what you want, you always say, come on, say it with me. Thank you. You're right. You always say thank you. You think about when you go trick-or-treating and they give you just a few little pieces of candy. And maybe you want a lot more, but you don't go, give me more. No, right? You just say, thank you, whatever you got. Somebody's giving you something nice that they have, and you don't beg, you're like, I want a chocolate one. I want a brown one. I want a whatever. You don't beg and you don't whine. We just say, thank you, what we get. All right. Now, I want you to look at the elephant. Magic manner sometimes feels something a little different. I want you just to guess. What is he feeling like? Think about his feelings. When he feels upset and he needs to be heard, Magic breathes in. Watch me. Can you pretend that you're breathing the smell of roses? Let's do it all together. Oh, those roses smell good. Okay, do it again. He breathes in the smell of roses. Now, can you blow out the candles on a birthday cake? Okay, let's go. Oh, do it harder. That is so good. When you feel kind of angry or sad, I want you to breathe in like smelling the roses and breathe out like you're blowing birthday candles out. Do you know, boys and girls? So what's another way that we can show that we're upset? What else can we do? Something that's really a good way to show to somebody that we're not feeling good. All right? Magic Manners uses his words. I heard some of you say, I say something. I say something. That's right. You say something. You use your words. So let me tell you what Magic Manners felt like. Let me tell you what bothered him. Sometimes things bother us. And we talk about them. So let's see what was bothering him. Think of something you might be thinking that was bothering him, or something that bothers you. Take a few minutes just to think. Let me see if your thinking matches Magic Manners' thinking, okay? He said, I want you to look at all these things he was worried about. You see them right here? They're written in white. I'm going to read a few of them to you. He said, I'm sad and angry because my brother took my ball. That made him angry and very sad. Has somebody taken a ball without asking you? Well, maybe you felt that way too. The next thing he said was, and I stubbed my toe. Have you ever stubbed your toe or scratched your arm, something hurt you, or you fell off your bicycle? You're going to use your words, right? You're going to say, hey, oh, my toes hurt. Somebody come and help me. Or, oh, boy, look at this big scratch right here. Somebody put a Band-Aid on me. So we use our words, and somebody hopefully comes over and helps us. All right, let me see what else he said. He said, my best friend didn't want to play with me. Maybe that's happened to you before, where your friend didn't want to play with you. And that's where we have to use our words and let them know how it makes us feel. We let them know, you're still my friend. I want to play with you. Then the other one says, what, have you ever had your socks or your shoes bothering you? Maybe they're too tight and you just can't stand it and you got to say your words. You have to say, Mom, Dad, my shoes are too tight. I think we need to get a bigger size. That's using your words. And you might get a new pair of shoes. It happens to us. It happens to us. Sometimes you might miss your mommy, your daddy. But you know what? You have to remember, they miss you too. Maybe you want a hug. But you know what? Families want hugs back from you. You know why we want hugs from you? You give the biggest bear hugs ever, ever, ever. We want your bear hugs the way you want ours. But you give the best. Don't ever forget how to give those best hugs, okay? That's love. That's L-O-V-E. That's showing love, boys and girls. All right, and at the very end, it says, I told you everything, and thank you for listening. And thank you for listening. There's that magic word again. The next part is when you're playing with someone or their stuff, when you're playing with someone or their stuff, Magic Manner says, be gentle and never, never rough. Be gentle and never, never rough. Look at this picture. Magic Manners was playing and a cat jumps on him. And he starts scratching him and tipping him over. He didn't like that. He used his words. He said, don't be rough, don't be rough. And that caused him to trip on his toys. And he could fall down and hurt himself. So we have to make sure we don't play rough. And look at the end. It says, keep friends' bodies and feelings safe. So it's our responsibility to keep our bodies and feelings safe. You see that? All of us have a part to making sure others' feelings are good and they're safe. Now look how they're playing. They're sharing, they're not playing rough, and then a little walrus comes up with a sign to remind them. It says, caution. We know what that means, like be careful. See, sometimes we have to remember and we have to remind. It's okay to remind others, don't be rough. Now, when talking to someone face to face, look at this. When talking to someone face to face, Magic minds his personal space. Look at his personal space. In this picture, they were so close, they were breathing the same air. In this picture, they're far apart. Today, boys and girls, we have to have our personal spaces. And that's why I'm showing you this picture. And it says, the Magic Manner says, would you like some tea? T-E-A question mark? Would you like some tea? And let's see who he's talking to. He's talking to a duck. Would you like some tea? And the duck says, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. I'd like some tea. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Oh, they were such good friends. They were such good friends. Boys and girls, we want you to be good friends with everyone. It doesn't matter how big or small, a different size, a different shape, or you might be a different color. We all are friends. We're all in this world to be kind to one another. Now, let's see what happened next. And they were having little cupcakes with their tea. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now, the next page. When a friend has chosen to speak. You see all these jungle animals or forest animals too? They all wanted to speak, but look what they had to do. Take a guess. What do you think they all had to do? Oh, that was an easy answer for you. You said, Miss Szymanski, they have to raise their hand. They have to raise their hand. To speak up, magic does not interrupt. If you want to speak up, I brought my friends with me. Hold on. You remember these from our other story. Let me get them. Come on, hurry, Miss Szymanski. We want to see the boys and girls. Hurry, hurry. I'm hurrying to bring them out. Don't forget me. Don't forget me. Don't forget me. Okay, look. All the friends wanted something to say, boys and girls. All of them. But they had to do something. It didn't matter their size, their color, their shape. They couldn't interrupt. They had to raise their hand. They had to take turns, raise their hand to speak. All of them took turns to speak. If they all spoke at the same time, nobody would understand them. But if one speaks at a time with their hand up, everybody understands them. Oh, it was good seeing you, boys and girls. We'll see you later. All right, so let's see what happened next. So, boys and girls, we have to remember, we have to be patient. We have to use our dear ears. Isn't that cool? Look at the picture. Look at that. We have to use our dear, we have to listen. We have to be patient. And look at the snake up there. Most of all, the snake says, listen. Listen. You've heard in your family or at school that teachers and parents will say, listen to my voice. Listen to my teaching. Listen to my story. You hear that word listen so much that you know when to listen and you know when to raise your hand to take a turn. That's how we learn together. That's how we learn together. And we're patient with one another. All right, let me see if there's a little bit more here. Oh, you remember when you're eating, right? Think about what happens when you're sitting at the table and you eat. Think about good manners. Okay, you're thinking, what are some ways you can show good manners, okay? Now, switch it around. Think about not so good manners, not very good manners. Think about in your head what they might be. I think you're getting some good ideas. So let's see, what's the difference? All right? When it's time to sit down to eat, Magic Manners is courteous and is very, very neat. He's courteous and he's very, very neat. So think about when you're eating a meal. This is kind of the wrong way. You might have seen somebody else eat this way. There's a wolf there, and he's using his paws, and he's grabbing the food. He didn't use the utensils, a fork or a knife. He threw the fork and knife down, and he's eating it from his paws, and he's going, and all the food is dripping. He spilled his milk. Look at that, he spilled his milk. He also has his bread. Let me see where his bread is. Oh, his bread is out here. It should be in the plate. What else do you see wrong with that picture? I want you to look at it. What else do you see? Yeah. Okay, you see, oh, he ate a little bit of the apple and threw it kind of down. He ate some of his food. Some of it is on the tablecloth. He's not eating correctly. That's right. And then the little rabbit that was eating next to him, he had a little carrot. Look how neat he was. And you know what he said to the wolf? What? Were you raised by wolves? What's wrong with you, Mr. Wolf? Were you raised by wolves? That's just a saying, boys and girls, that if somebody's not eating right and doing things wrong, they say, were you raised by wolves? Okay, that's what it means. But look on this side. Good things are happening. Magic Manners. He tries everything on his plate. You hear your family say, try a little bit of everything. You don't know if you're going to like it or not. Try a little bit of everything, and you try. And look how neat. All the food is in the plate. And the best manners, nothing spilled, nothing spilled. So we have to have manners when we're eating too. Now, when something he's done has hurt a friend, look at this. Look at their faces. Magic Manners did something that hurt the little frog. He kind of bumped and he tore down his tower. And the frog is kind of screaming, "You just knocked down my tower!" And the elephant is not feeling very good about it. Look at his facial expression. That's kind of sad face. He was not happy about it. So when something is done has hurt a friend, magic always makes amends. Always makes amends. It's going to make it up and make that person feel good. So that's our responsibility. If we do something wrong or hurt anybody's feelings, we're going to make amends. Let's see how we do that. Okay, think about it. What could Magic Manners, the elephant, say to the crying frog? How can he make it better? What could he say? All right, you're thinking of some good ideas. Think about something you might say. If you ever hurt anybody or somebody wasn't feeling good, what would you say? Think about it. Think about it. Let's see what he said. Maybe what he said matched up what you said. Okay, he said, "I'm sorry I knocked over your tower. I'm sorry I knocked over your tower." Look at those magical words. Boys and girls, when I was a little girl, my parents always told me, if you hurt somebody and you didn't mean to, or you see somebody that's hurt because maybe you didn't share the right toy at the right time, you say, "I'm sorry." Let's say those words together. They're not hard. I'm sorry. Oh, you're going to make the other person feel so good, so good. Something else he could have said. It was wrong because you worked so hard on this tower. It was wrong for me to knock it down. So we use our words, right? To tell them how we feel. And in the future, we learn from our mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. He says, "I'll be more careful. I'll be more careful. Will you forgive me?" When he said, "Will you forgive me?" that means we're going to stay friends. We're going to be buddies. Will you forgive me? I want to be your friend. Forgive me. I want to be your friend. Those are strong, great words, boys and girls. So at the very end, at any time of day, okay, any time of day, at home or at school, magic remembers any time of the day, at home or at school. He remembers the golden rule. See if you can read the golden rule. Think about if somebody told you about the golden rule. Maybe some of you have an idea what the golden rule is. The golden rule is treat others the way you want them to treat you. Treat others the same way you want them to treat you, with kindness, using magic words, being positive, showing respect. We know all about that. Our families taught us that. Our teachers taught us that. And our friends. You've taught your friends those things, and they taught you back. It's about LOVE, love and kindness.